Thank you very much, Lekon. Good afternoon, everybody, and you're all welcome to today's webinar titled Mastering Scalping Strategies. My name is Ifeanyi. Let me see if I can show myself a bit. Okay, all right. I hope I can share my screen. Okay, so that's I wouldn't like to distract you with myself, so let's just get down to, let me open the platform. Actually, there's a presentation to this, but what I'll just do is to run through it, and then we quickly get down to the main business of the day. All right, so okay, you can see my screen. Okay, if you can see my screen, just type 111 on the chat box, please. If you can see my screen, I want you to confirm it by typing 111 on the chat box. If you can see my screen. All right, okay, good, great, thank you very much. So, well, this is just the theoretical side of this, mastering scalping strategies, training webinar for forex traders, a step-by-step guide for making profits in trading. Now, one thing about strategies is that there is no single strategy that is the almighty strategy. There's no single strategy that is a know it or do it all strategy. For every strategy, there are the advantages, there are the benefits, and there are also the drawbacks. So whatever strategy that comes your way, you want to know how best to maximize doing, with these webinars. All right, so quickly we'll just go through this, and then we'll get down to the trading platform to see the implementation, because if you want to run through the slides, we'll be talking more of theory and not practical, because many of us would have read some of these things. All right, so we just want to look at how important training and education is when it comes to successful trading and scalping in particular, and then the definitions and key characteristics of scalping, the pros and the cons. All of these are things that I believe probably maybe what will happen is in the course of time, you may have this as a material in your back end, in your back office, so that you'll be able to access and read them, because anything at all you want to do in life and you don't have the theory of it, when challenges come, you get stranded. I hear people, say, just show me the practical, I'll leave theory. Well, it's good to always get straight to practical immediately, but one challenge is when you always get straight to practical without understanding theory, when you get stuck, you might abandon it there, So that's why it's important to devote your time to understanding the theory behind every decision, every work, every practical. Understand the theory behind it, because when you understand the theory, whenever there's a challenge, you know where to refer to fix the challenge. So probably you may want to access this material, or the ebook version of it that will detail all of these things here one by one. Okay, you'll be looking at the key components of a scalping strategy, which we'll be looking at time frame selection, identifying the optimal currency pairs, and the technical indicators for trade setup, and then setting up effective risk management parameters. Because one thing about trading generally is you must learn to accept that there is risk in the market, and then plan on how you are going to mitigate or manage these risks. If you want to play the ostrich game and close your eyes, that if you don't know there is risk, then there won't be risk, then you'll be making a very big mistake. So there's a need to always know that there is risk, and then you plan on how to navigate through this risk to still stack the odds in your favor. Okay, so we look at the technical indicators to use, all right, and then building your scalping strategy, which will involve your developing your trading plan, defining your entry and exit rules for trades, and managing trade size position. Now, these things you see here, they are not cast on stone. So as you're learning, you want to begin to build up for yourself. You want to begin to develop these things for yourself to suit your personality. You also be looking at the execution and timing, identifying trade setups and entry signals, understanding market liquidity and trade volume, because it's very important to understand liquidity and volume when trading the scalping strategy. Then the optimal trading hours for scalping and techniques for efficient order execution. Of course, risk management. The importance of risk management is scalping, setting appropriate stop loss levels. Many traders who want to do scalping as a strategy often neglect using stop loss. Just enter and then grab it. And if the market turns against you at that point, you might begin to struggle. And before you know it now, it changes or turns from being a scalping trade to maybe a longer time trade. And from there, you see the person beginning to apply hedging the wrong way. So once you miss out on the right strategy, you find yourself bringing in other strategies that don't even have anything to do with the original strategy. That's why it's important to understand risk and apply the proper risk management strategies, like using your stop loss and then dealing with the psychological challenges that come with it, because challenges come with these things. And yeah, it's sweet. Now, the topic or the subject of scalping is something several years ago, we had a seminar, and then I remember a friend who was now talking with another trader who incidentally was using scalping as a strategy. I want to switch from this, what I'm showing you now, I want to switch to the trading platform so that we can we can check from the platform now. So while at it, he just said he was using trading scalping as a strategy. I mentioned how many pips, 300 pips in a day. And so my friend became so curious, like, that he wants to start trading with scalping. I hope you can see my trading platform. If you can see my trading platform, just type MT4. You can see my trading platform, just type MT4. You can see my trading platform, type MT4. Let me be sure. Okay, good, great, thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, so he became so curious about trading scalping as a strategy. Wow, if this guy can be making 300 pips in a day, yes, it's possible. You can make up to 300 pips in a day just using scalping as a strategy. But if you allow that to get into your head and you get carried away, also very, very disastrous. So that's why there's a need to always have a trading plan your risks also, and make sure that you implement those risks well. So, all right, so let's quickly get down to it. Now, first off, I want to quick say about the tools, the indicators you can use for scalping. First off, scalping, before I get to that, let me tell you, scalping is simply a strategy for taking quick profits. It's a strategy that allows you to take quick profit, take advantage of market movements without you spending so much time on a particular single trade. For example, it can last for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maximum 1 hour, and then you're out. And you can go in and out of several trades in a day. There are some that can take up to 300 trades in one single day, right? And of course, I mentioned 300 pips is possible just using scalping as a strategy. So we want to look at how is that possible? How can somebody take up to 300 trades in one day? So that's why I want to look at the advantages of scalping. One of the major advantages of scalping you want to know, or call it benefits, is that you make quick profits from scalping. Please take note of this. Quick profits is one of the benefits of scalping, quick profits. The second other one is high trading activity, right? High trading activity. And then thirdly, you have reduced the exposure to market risks. How? Because once you enter in and come out of trades, you are protected from market risks, unlike the person that allows their trades to run maybe through night or for the rest of the day. Because if you know that news events are coming up by 1:30 p.m. and you're a scalper, a scalping trader, you just quickly pick your trade, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're out, and you wait for the news to come out. You don't want to care about the outcome of the news. You just stay aside and wait until the news is out, and then the market has redefined its direction, and then you can come back and take advantage of the volatility. Because many news traders keep burning their fingers trying to predict where the market will go as the news events are to be released. Now, anyone that knows any little thing about me in trading knows that I became very good at fundamental trading, analysis trading, right quite early before I began to delve more deeper into technical trading. And in those days, as far back as 2007, 2008, these were the times that you could actually predict the outcome of a news event. You position yourself and take advantage of these things. But after the global recession, a lot of these things began to change and things became different, and that's life for you. So these days, why do we care about the fundamental analysis, economic indicators? We care about them because they drive the markets. So we want to know when the news event is coming, and then before events are released, we take a break from the market, okay, and then allow the events to be released. Because don't be so panicky or so how do I put it now? So you are so drawn. You are so, I don't know what I'm looking for the right word to use. You're so expectant about what is going to happen, becoming so agitated that your mindset become unstable because the news event is about to come. Once the news is about to come, if you are trade, except you have trades that are already positive and you can already throw your stop and lock in the profits, that whichever direction it goes, the worst that can happen is that you break even. Don't even bother or don't try to what do you call it now? Don't try to trade the news. All right. If you know the trade is already bad against you and the news is about to come, the best decision you can make is to cut those trades, cut those losses, and let the news come and go. After it has come and gone, then you now know the direction it's going to go. So I'm thinking about this way and giving some time to it because of scalping traders. Because in scalping, you need to be aware of news coming so that after the move, you can now come. By the time I demonstrate a bit about this strategy with the way I operate it sometimes, you will understand why I'm saying this. Because in 1 minute chart, you can actually pick trades after the news has come and gone, and then you now begin to, because volatility is not in the market, you're able to get what you want. So quick profits and then reduced risk to market exposure is one of the benefits, as I mentioned earlier on. So you don't even allow your trades to run overnight because you don't know what will happen in the course of the night. It's a risk that many traders also have. And then utilization of market volatility. That's one advantage of scalping. We just know that the market is volatile here now, so just pick quick profits, go in and come out. And of course, if we miss it, the loss is also little. Then the challenge is, now, one, you will also bear in mind the transaction cost, because if you are taking several number of trades, you also know that you'll be paying for spread. Of course, there's no trade you take that you don't pay for spread in one way or the other. Then, of course, one of the other challenges is that you have to, focus intensely on the markets. Yeah, this is not a kind of strategy that you say, let me set and go. You must stay glued to your system and stay focused to know when the market changes are to happen. And it can be stressful. Of course, technology and other execution is another challenge. If your platform, if your internet, for example, now is poor, is weak, it can affect your order execution. So that's why, and then the platform of your broker is important. So that's why there's a need for always find out from your broker if they support your strategy. And incidentally or thankfully, Skilling, being the preferred broker for Pipsoclock, accepts and allows scalping as a strategy. Okay, so whether you are doing it on MT4 or you are doing it on a Skilling trader from your client cabinet, or you are doing it from the C trader, it's fluid, sweet, fast execution. Of course, you also may run the risk of overtrading. You may run the risk of overtrading. So you have to be aware of these things I'm mentioning. The risk of overtrading can also come into one of the challenges of scalping, because the profit becomes sweet to the point that you wear yourself out. And when you wear yourself out and you're still there, it can become counterproductive. And of course, market noise and false signals is another challenge you need to be aware of. So you need to be aware of this. So let's get down to the platform now. Let us quickly look at it. I prefer trading this on either the 1 minute or the 5 minutes time frame. Now, if you're seeing my screen now, you can see that there are some blue lines. These are lines I use for scalping whenever I want to use it. I don't trade the scalping strategy every day. There are some weeks I may not even touch it, but whenever I want to do it, these are the lines I will use. For example, now I'm going to turn this to 1 minute, for example, because before I get even to start talking about it, you want to also talk about the indicators you could use, the technical indicators you could use for your scalping, all right? And moving averages is one of them. Moving averages is one of them. And of course, when you talk about moving averages, you have different types of moving averages. You have the simple moving averages, the weighted average moving averages, the EMA, and so on. I need to sneeze, please. All right, I had some, please, excuse me. All right, so the moving averages, you can use moving average crossing. One of them could be for helping you determine the trend, because when you are scalping, understanding the trend of the market is very critical. And then you need oscillators like, now examples of oscillators. If I click on the indicators list here, you have oscillators. Yes, look at the examples. You have RVI, that's relative vigor index. You have ATR, average true range. You have BS power, and so on. But most popular among these are, you have relative strength index, you have stochastic oscillator, you have MACD. So some of you already know this. Then of course the trend indicators here, you have Bollinger Bands, you have moving average, you have that's average ADX, average directional movement index, and so on. You have parabolic SAR. But then you might just don't overflog your platform with indicators. Just pick one or two that you are okay with to, first of all, know the trend, and then also get the indicator that will help you to, who is drawing on the chart. Okay. So you need to also just get to know the trend, and then have one other indicator to confirm your trend, and then you are good to go. So now you know the trend, you want to start with the bigger picture. First off, you want to trade today, Friday, all right? It's already 1 p.m. And I always advise you go to your economic calendar, all right? On the Pipsoclock members area, there are, on a daily basis, you see the economic calendar there, more like fundamental analysis, where we talk about the economic events to come, you have to expect. So when you open there, you can go to fxp.com, go to forexfactory.com, check out these economic calendars, check out the events that are coming, check out the time they are coming, and then to know the time you should be in the market. For example, today already, as at 1:30 GMT, which is just our time, about a minute ago, all right, there's some news events that were released. All 4 of them, though they are not high impact events, from the US, okay? And by 2 p.m., there will be some high impact event like the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index. Okay, so you can check your economic calendar, and that will help you, guide you on what to trade. And after that, the market becomes so quiet. And when the market is so quiet, you don't want to be in the market trading, scalping. So, but first off, just do your analysis first and go to the higher time frame. For instance, here is my higher time frame. I want to focus on GBP USD, for example. What is the trend you see here? We have a bullish trend, long term, that is here between, in fact, since the beginning of this month, is been going up. All right, so it's a bullish trend. So when you, after you've done that, you now can come back to the time frame you want, come down to 4 hours, for example, and also know the direction the market is headed. 4 hours. I'm muted. Oh, so sorry. I've been talking since. I didn't know I muted myself. I'm so sorry. Wow. I've been talking since. I didn't know I muted myself. So sorry, please. I'm so sorry, please. So sorry.
We've been hearing you, Botro.
We heard you when you were talking, though.
I actually wanted to sneeze and muted myself and forgot to unmute. Sorry about that, please.
Okay. No muted.
Okay. Okay, so I'm unmuted now. So what I wanted to explain, I came to Daily Time. I said, before you get into this, did you hear when I talked about checking your economic calendar?
Yes.
Okay, good. So already check the. Okay, good. Okay, good. So after you've confirmed from your economic calendar it is safe to trade, there is no news in sight, then it's safe for you to trade. Take note of that. Once you check the economic calendar, there's no news in sight, it is safe to get into the market. If there's a major news in sight, you wait for the news to come out, all right? And then after the news has come out, you now come back, check the higher time frame. Now we are dealing within an intraday thing. So the maximum highest time frame you can use is the daily. Okay, so you just use the daily time frame, see the trend. After that, you switch to 4 hours. Okay, and on 4 hours, you confirm also where is it, what is happening on the 4 hours. Is it this is blocking me. Okay, so you check your 4 hours and know also which direction is the market headed. All right, so on 4 hours is bullish though, but the market appears, in the immediate time to want to reverse. But then how can that be done? You check 1 hour. So all of these are things you want to draw these things and make sure that you are on the right side of the market before you make your decision to now want to start scalping. So just take care of these things. So on 1 hour or 2, the market is neither here nor there. You can see the market is quiet. All right. So now we can now get back to the time frame. Maybe you want to 1 hour, 4 hours daily. For me, they are enough to know where the market is going. It's bullish, but currently it's sort of trying to make some reversals, neither here nor there. So a bit quiet. So now when market comes down like this, the next thing to happen is it can break out. All right. So you don't want to be part of that. All you want to do is just be there as the market volume is high. So me, either I choose 5 minutes or I choose 1 hour. So I want to just choose one of these time frames to demonstrate what to do, because the market is a bit quiet right now. Okay, so as it is now, you see these blue lines I have drawn. Okay, all these lines are as the market is adjusting, I am moving them. Now let me use this one to do this now. Okay, let's assume, because from what we have got here, the market is bullish, but on 4 hours, it's kind of trying to reverse. So you want to wait until this 4 hour period closes, and that is in about 24 minutes or 23 minutes time. Okay, because if you look at this in about 23 minutes time, if you look at the timer here, it's in about 23 minutes time, then it will close. Then you will now see whether, okay, but then let's assume the way it is right now, it has closed already. I want to make that assumption, okay? If that is the case, though it's showing bearish close, but considering the two periods, you still have a higher high and a higher low. Okay, so and then considering that the overall trend is still bullish, I want to still be on the side of the bulls. That's just way now. There's no decision you make that is a wrong decision, so long as you do not overstretch your limits. Please, okay, because at this point, anything can happen right here, and as market is doing this, anything can happen. After this, it can push back up, but then are there anything that can drive that? Those are things you want to look at. Then first off, look at the volume first. Look at the volume of this one. The volume here is about 41,149. And then look at the next volume. The next volume, okay, is about 36,328, 325 rather. So meaning that the volume here is reducing. And that tells you something. You have to watch it. And then by the time you now check the economic calendar, there is news coming up in about 22 minutes time. So if you want to do anything now, you can do it sharp before that time. So let's quickly get down to our 1 minute and see what we can do with this. So what I'm going to do right now, okay, I'm going to work with my stochastic oscillator. Okay, so our stochastic oscillator here. Now, before you even get to that, look at new highs have been recorded, new lows have been recorded within the 1 minute time frame. So if I pull this and drag this back here, this is a high I've seen here, and then pick this one and drag it below here. This is the low I can see, and I want to trade this. Okay, so one, your what's it called, price action. Your price action understanding is important. So if you understand price action and implement it here, let me just show you an example. If you look at what happened around here now that I just dropped this second blue line, okay, let me turn it to red so that we'll be able to easily differentiate the two. Let me turn this to red. Okay, so if you now look at the red line, okay, this is 1 hour, 1 minute, so take notes. Decisions are made every minute. Here, that's scalping for you. So if you look at this price action here, this formed a piercing pattern, right? Okay, so and then the next one opened. As this next one opened, and it agrees from bottom up. So you can buy on this second level, all right? You can buy on this second level. Now, if you look at what has happened here, if you look at what happened on that second level, okay, if you look at the stop loss there, that's about 3 pips. You can even decide to put 10 pips, but your target, 10 pips max or 15 pips. You can see, if you look at in the middle there, you can see up to 12 pips. That's scalping. Now, if you look at here also, let's look at another place here. Another place here. The blue, the top of this blue here, okay? If you look at here and see the rejection of this white candle and you want to enter on this second one, okay? And at that point too, you can see there's a crossing from top down on the stochastic oscillator. This is 1 minute, the crossing here, and then you decide to sell up here, okay? And stop loss, you can put 10 pips, okay? And then can it give you up to 10 pips below? Let's see. It did 7 8 and returned back before it came back to give you up to 10 pips. Okay, so this is 1 minute. So by the time you check this thing, it may not be up to 15 minutes or 5 minutes, and your trades are executed correctly. Now, if you look at another opportunity right now, you can see a crossing from here now. So you're going to take advantage of this now and buy. Okay, I placed my buy, and I'm going to put my stop loss here because the stochastic has crossed already. So I'll just put that 10 pips. Okay. And then my stop loss, I'll drag 10 pips. Okay, so this is even 12 already. So I'll just put that 10 pips too. That's a scalping trade. Okay, so you just watch it and see what the market does with that. So as you're doing that, your risk is small, your target is small. So with this, you can do several of these. Maybe before we finish this discussion, they would have delivered whatever you want to deliver, whether it's profit or not. But you can see that there is a reason we did that here. There is a reverse account, price action reversal here that say we should buy at this level that we marked. And then there is stochastic oscillator crossing from bottom up here. So you are good to go to buy. And that's why we bought. That's the thing. Now, remember, you need to also, as you practice this thing, you create your own rules, okay? Maybe I'm using stochastic today now. You might decide to use, what is it called? Relative strength index. For example, let me remove stochastic and bring in relative strength index, or let me just bring it in addition to that, so that we can still monitor it. Because by the time this stochastic oscillator reaches 80 here, okay, reaches 80 here, and it has not delivered my profit, I want to begin to watch it to see when a new price action will take effect to say hello, come out. So at that point, I don't want it to catch me there, okay? Because if you look at when it got up here, by the time it crossed, you look at it at this point. So all these are the things you need to always focus on. And let me bring out another, let me bring out relative strength index, okay? And let's use that to also measure relative strength index. Okay, let me see, oscillators, RSI. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so you can see relative strength index. On relative strength index, you know that you operate on 70 level and 80 level, 70 for sell and below, above 70 for a sell, that's overbought, and below 30 for a buy, that's oversold. So if you see that, you can see that going with RSI, there's no signal here, but with stochastic, there is a signal here, okay? With stochastic, there is a signal here, but with RSI, there's no signal. But if I were now to use the two indicators together, it means that I want to always wait until the two of them agree. If they don't agree, I won't enter a trade. And that means I will enter fewer trades. For example, now if you look at here, there's a crossing from the top down of the RSI line from top down at the 70 level. And that's also where we have the stochastic also crossing that. So there's a strong agreement there. And of course, price respected that movement. But here, stochastic didn't agree. So you miss out on this opportunity if you were to compare with stochastic around here and here, okay? And then here, okay, around here and here, okay? There was an agreement here, a bullish up there, but stochastic, I mean, RSI didn't get to 70, but stochastic got to 70, got to 80 rather. And if you have picked 10 to 12, 15 pips, you would have picked it and come out here. So if you are combining these two indicators, it means that you have to always wait for them to agree. But if you are just using one of them, the one using stochastic will not be in this trade yet, but the one using RSI will not be in this trade yet, but the one using stochastic will be in this trade. So that's just one thing you need to know. There's no indicator that is better than the other. As a matter of fact, you can still decide to bring in another indicator like the MACD. Let me find MACD and bring in. Now, these indicators are indicators that you can actually read about. You don't need to go on the internet to read about them. If you come to the help section here, you can read about these indicators, okay? You can read about them, help topics. You can find each of these indicators and read about them and form your strategy, okay? And there's also one free scalping indicator. This guy, some people hate him, some traders hate him, but most are like him. He has a couple of indicators that are working, and he has some that are working. I can't find his name right now. There's a free scalping indicator that he gives out for free stuff. So you can actually put that into your platform too. Let me see if I have that indicator here, on any of my platforms. Okay, here is it. This is this indicator. Okay, this indicator now on 1 minute, like if you see on 1 hour, it's pointing down, meaning sell. But on 1 minute, let me get to the 1 minute time frame. That because I am trading 1 minute. Okay, on 1 minute, you can see this indicator is saying I should be selling. However, from what is happening here now, is telling the momentum for the for the selling was dropping gradually. If you understand MACD, because this indicator is about MACD. Actually, that's why I actually put it out. So you need to just use one that you understand, pick a combination. Maybe it's parabolic SAR, or maybe it's moving averages, whichever one you want to use it and stick to it. That's a particular foolproof indicator. I don't want to go too deep, right? So what will happen, because this is just a webinar, please want to engage yourself in further training, and I'm going to make available the volume of this strategy, okay, so that in the back office, in your members area, you can download it, but you need to allow me to develop it, because I never really developed it into a readable book. It's just something for my personal use. So, but then I will put it together, and then once it's available, it will be dropped on in the members area. So this is just a tip of how you can use this. Now, your risk management is very important. Your what is it called now? Your volume or your position size is important for any strategy at all you want to trade. Okay, remember, the trend is your friend. Understand the price action, and then risk management. And then your mindset is important, because if you expose too much, your mind will no longer be at rest. It will even take opportunities. So you can imagine you have $100 and you are trading with 0.01. Okay, of course, that will allow you to take decisions without being afraid. For me, position size is one of the tools also that helps you to make decisions like a pro. So you want to learn to manage that. Don't overexpose yourself so that you won't become afraid of taking action when the market says so. I think I want to draw the curtain at this point, so I can take questions. Because of the questions, perhaps I'll begin to explore other things. So let me pause here and see if there are any questions on what I've said so far. Mind you, no particular indicator is the best. Just combine the one that you know that you can use, but make sure there's a trend indicator and make sure there is an oscillator. That's what's important. The trend indicator indicates to you when to, what direction to use, what trend of the market is, and oscillators can be used for determining when to enter and when to exit. So may I have your questions? If you have any questions, you can raise your hand, and let the discussion or conversation begin right now. Thank you very much. So you can drop your questions. Okay, so Lekon, you want to take over. If there are questions now, I'll be able to handle them. Okay, Kunife has raised up her hand. You want to unmute yourself to ask your question?
Yes. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I enjoyed your presentation. Yeah, just that the challenge I have there is that I have never traded before, so I don't know this indication. So when I think I spoke with one of the staff, is it me or what? So I told her, okay, he said when I deposit that he will connect me with somebody that will teach me. I don't know how is it? Is it possible?
Yes, it's possible. Okay, what is going to happen is that there is a we're supposed to put this in the members area already. Okay, so there is a beginner's guide that should be in the members area, but I'm not sure it's there yet. But personally, we can arrange maybe twice a week. I'm going to do it for you for free to get familiar with these things. All right, so we can arrange. They will arrange with you and then with me. So we'll pick 2 days in a week. Can be doing 1 hour. So you just either on Zoom or Skype, so that where I can see your screen, you can see my screen, and we will run it together. You understand the basics, you understand to place trade your other things one by one, then you can flow from there. I think I can do it for you for a month, twice a week. We'll just find, and then, of course, maybe what we'll do is to have a collection of others in your category, so that we'll do it together. We won't just be, so we cannot all manage our time resources more effectively. So perhaps by the time they scout through and then get others in your category, so you can put it together, so we can have maybe twice a week kind of trading for 1 month to get you started so that you can understand this. Over time, you become a master.
Okay. Okay, I will appreciate that. I
So
appreciate
they,
that.
they will get in touch with you and then arrange for that. While they also get in touch with us so that you can have a proper arrangement for that. Thank you very much. Any other question, please?
Thank
Leko,
you.
I'll hand this over to you. So if there are questions there, you just bring me back in. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ifeanyi. Okay. Mr. Titles, you're also interested in the training. Okay. That has been noted. So we'll get back to you. We would arrange that and set it up. Is there any other question from anyone? Okay, as you go along, if you have any question, please call our attention to it, or you can drop a message in the chat box. I want to believe that you've gained something so far, and I can see that the trade that was placed is already moving in good profit. All right, so we'll just
okay.
then...
Sorry, Leko, quickly.
Okay.
Let me quickly start something now. When it happens like this, because our target is just 10 pips or so. So when it happens like this, I try to protect. Once it has done 50% like this, I will move my stop loss so that even if it comes back against me, it might just be on break even. I've just dragged my stop loss and put it there. So whatever now happens to this trade, I will not lose. So it can be like that, so you can continue. So I forgot to mention that. Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So we would go to the next item on our list, and that's going to be the product and services of Scalping. Scalping is the broker that we recommend that you trade with. And to take us through the services of Scalping, I'm going to invite Messi to tell us about it. And if you have any question and during our session, please do ask and she will answer all your questions. All right, Messi, are you set? Yes, still muted.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Messi. Mrs. Taimfai, thank you for that exciting session. If you can see me and you can hear me, can you just type yes in the if you can see me and hear me, Leko, I'd like that you share my slides so that we can move this quickly. So, Mr. Ifeanyi, thank you. That was a very enlightening session. And if you like to scalp, I mean, make quick money from the forex market, and just look out for the tools it's going to put that will be put in the members area of Pipsoclock. So quickly, I want to share with you the graciousness and the benefits, why you should sign up to Scalping, why you should get started on Scalping right now. Now, Scalping makes trading simple and accessible for everyone. Now, Scalping is a Scandinavian-owned fintech company, and then the goal, the mission is to ensure that you, as a forex trader, can trade, can assess forex trading and then do it in a transparent and secure environment. Transparent, everything is open, there are no shady dealings, and then your funds and your data is safe. It's very, very important to Scalping. And so I get some questions like, you people are asking for this, you people are asking for that. How am I sure I'm not at risk? Trust me, if there's one platform you should sign up to, a Scalping platform, a forex trading platform you should sign up to, it should be Scalping. Why? Because your funds and your data is safe. You are in safe hands practically. Scalping has a heritage of trust, transparency, and fairness, and is located in 5 different countries. Also note that Scalping is a regulated broker regulated by the Seychelles Financial Services Authority. So you see that what I'm saying is it's true. Look on the next slide. Your funds are safe with Scalping. Now, there are also quite a number of benefits that you enjoy being with Scalping. That superior trading conditions, access to over 900. I mean, over 900. You can even get access to trade shares of companies, financial instruments, CFDs, popular commodities and indices. Now, this is this is big. So if you are an experienced forex trader and you're looking to trade, diversities, different instruments and forex pairs, then you should actually be on Skilling, because over 900 instruments and shares, commodities is what you get access to. Also, the spread is from as low as 0.1, and there are no commission charges on Skilling on forex pairs, no commission charges, and Skilling as the spread to be from as low as 0.1. Like I said, no commission, no hidden charges. Please, Skilling has an heritage of trust, transparency, and fairness. So be assured that what we say it is what it exactly is. As a intuitive and user-friendly trading experience, customer service is top-notch. I mean, I know that some people have been on the verification. Within 5 minutes, you get your email, stating, giving you an update, and also for your deposit and withdrawals. Like I said, it's fully licensed and regulated, and there are multiple platforms you can choose to trade with. So you can either choose to trade with on MT4. If you're familiar with the CTrader platform, you can choose to trade on CTrader. And Skilling has a proprietary trader platform developed by, don't forget I said Skilling is a fintech company. So Skilling has a proprietary trader platform developed by the Skilling team. So whether you are on the go or you are at the comfort of your home or at the comfort of anywhere, you can get access to trading 24/7 with all these with the multiple platforms that are available, and leverage is up to 1 to 1,000. Can I have the next slide? Now, what are the things, what are the benefits, what are the things to enjoy? First is your $30 welcome bonus. And if you are here and you have not claimed the bonus, this is the time. Today is the day to get started. Now, these $30 bonus, I've got questions. What are the terms and conditions? Will my bonus be pegged at anything? Do I need to trade a certain number of lot size? No. This bonus is welcoming you to enjoy the amazing, the awesomeness of the Skilling platform. So you can get the bonus and trade with it and withdraw all of your profit. Now, this bonus has no lot size requirement. The only thing you need to complete your verification, make a minimum deposit of $25 and get the bonus straight into your account. Now, this bonus, you can trade with it for as long. So depending on how good you are, how well you trade Forex, if you want to trade trade with the bonus for a year, for 2 years, for as long as you decide how long you want the bonus to be in your account. And you know what I mean. If you trade, you're skilled and you can trade and increase the bonus, make money over it, why not? You can withdraw all your profit. And in case of let's say on bad days, bad trades, and you lose some part or lose the bonus, you'll not be required to pay it back. So you see, this bonus is good. You should get it today. Now, on Fridays, there are you enjoy zero spread and zero commissions on selected instruments. So how do you get to know? You can look out for your email every Friday. Skilling will send you an email letting you know the trading instruments of the day that you can trade, and there will be no spread, no commission charged over it. And then all of the money you make, keep it to yourself, because you get to pay nothing to Skilling, no spread charges, nothing is being so from the first go, you can keep all your money, all your profit. The next one, so every Friday, this happens on Fridays, zero spread, zero commissions on Friday. I think we also have a lucky $888 bonus. Okay, you can also get cash back. Yes, so rebate cash back is one of the things you enjoy on Skilling. So what am I saying? It means that as you trade, a certain percentage of what you trade is being kept for you, and you can claim it back every month. So let's say you have funded your account, you're trading this month, you can expect cash back some next month, yeah. And and you can expect up to $10,000 depending on how well you trade in the month. Now, the next one is the $888 lucky money. What do you need to do to get this? You need to trade, deposit $1,000 naira, $1,000, trade 10 lots up across 3 asset classes. And once you do this and meet this requirement, the $888 bonus will be credited into your account. Now, this bonus, you can't withdraw this bonus, but you can withdraw every profit that you make, from this bonus. And what what do you need to do to be a part of this? Just fund $1,000, meet the requirement, send 888 as a message to Skilling, and you are in. So if you have not started, Skilling, if you have not started on Skilling, please don't let today pass you by. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mrs. Adams.
Thank you, Mercy. That explanation was very, very explicit and comprehensive. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Ifeanyi, for the amazing session. Thank you for staying to this time. It's amazing to be part of today's webinar. So I would like to take us through the skilling verification, the process. Verifying your skilling account is very crucial. It's a crucial step that will ensure the security and the integrity of your trading activity. So it also grants you access to the wide range of the trading features that we have and the opportunities, like the bonus Mercy mentioned earlier, and also other benefits and promotions and offers that she had mentioned. So I want you to be rest assured that Skilling takes data protection seriously, and your personal data and the information is handled with utmost care and security, because Skilling is licensed and also regulated. So let's go straight to the steps for verifying your account. So to verify your account, if your account is not yet verified on Skilling, once you log into your account, the first pop-up that will come up is verify your account. Okay, so for you to get into your Skilling account, you go to www.skilling.com, click on login, and then once you click on the verify account, it okay, can you please go to the next stage? I already explained all this. So once you see the pop-up, this is what you see. Then you click on the verify, and then it takes you to the page where you have to upload documents. So there are different documents that we accept for the proof of identity. We have the passport. The passport means your international passport. Then the national identity card. We have various type of ID card under this national identity card. We have the voter's card that is not up to 10 years old that is issued. Then also we have the NIMC e-identity that you download from the NIMC portal in this category. Then I have good news for us. Skilling has just, we are working tirelessly. We are working, round the clock to ensure that our clients will see utmost, satisfaction, and also, verify your accounts seamlessly. So the good news is that we now accept name slip as a means of verification on Skilling. That's amazing. Like that. Just send me. Yeah, Mr. Alexo, that's good. It's amazing. I was happy. We're working tirelessly. Our clients must be verified. Whatever document the submit must be verified. And I'm happy that Skilling is a platform that listens to clients' queries and also treats it with utmost, we receive very fast response from them. So you can now, if you have already uploaded your name and it was initially verified, what you need to do is just to re-upload it and then it will be verified. Then we have another category here, which is the driver's license. Ensure that your driver's license is not expired and ensure that it is not a temporary driver's license before you upload. So once you click on a particular means of identification, it brings you to this stage, the back page. So you click on upload front side, you upload it. Please ensure that you verify the document you are uploading. If you can still hear me, because it's saying my internet connection is unstable, please type yes. So it's once you click on upload front side, it allow you to upload, and then you see the documents that you have uploaded to verify that you actually uploaded the correct document. Then you'll be required to upload the back side, depending on the type of documents that you selected. So in my own case, I selected national identity card, and then I was able to upload the front side of my national ID card, and it's requested for the back side too. So the next slide, please. So I click on upload backside, and then I was able to upload. And then here you will see both the front side and also the back side of the documents which I've uploaded. So what you need to do is click on continue, and then it takes you to the next document. So we accept just 2 documents, ID card and then proof of address. So on the proof of address page, we have different documents we accept. We have the utility bill, we have the bank statements, we have some other documents. So for Nigerians, we go with the utility bill and the bank statement. But ensure that whatever documents you're uploading for your proof of address must have your name, your address, and the company logo. For example, I selected bank statements. So it took me to the page where I'm to upload my bank statements. So I clicked on upload, selected the file, and then uploaded it. So once immediately I uploaded, it brings up what I have uploaded to be sure that I uploaded the correct thing. Ensure that your document is clear, your proof of address, whatever address you are using for your proof of address must be very clear. The 4 corners must show properly. Your name and address must be there, and your address must tally with your with the address on your account. However, if you notice that the address on your account does not tally with it, and then you wish to update, simple. What you need to do is just to send an email to support@skilling.com. As the subject of the mail, you say update my address. Then in the body of the mail, you say please update my address to my current address. You state the address on your document, and then you attach to the document and send. So it will be worked on. So once you do that, you click on continue. Okay. So it will tell you that your documents are successfully been uploaded, and then you get a feedback. So there's something we are still working on to ensure that our clients verify seamlessly. So if your document has already been verified, we want you to take a step further to place to make your first deposit and then claim your bonus to enjoy this beautiful platform. I received a call yesterday, and the client was like, why didn't you call me all this while? I checked this platform. It was so beautiful. You know, even the beauty itself wants you to trade, apart from the services that you get and the amazing support that you get from us and also from the skilling team. And also, I want to address the a client of mine mentioned something about training. Yes, for our new clients, if you are still not familiar with forex trading, we can arrange free training for you. But for you to qualify for that free training, you will need to take a step further, verify your account, and also make a minimum deposit. That is how we know that you are serious, and then you want to become a forex trader. Okay, so once you do this, you reach out to me, then I arrange with the instructor, and then you have your free training. The money you deposit is yours, okay? And it's yours, you can trade and enjoy your profits. At this junction, I don't know if there's any question pertaining to verifying your account. I'd like to take it now. Okay, Mrs. Florence, you can unmute yourself.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ma. Nice to see your face.
Thank you.
Yes, Ma.
Okay. I've been talking to you all this while.
Yes.
Regarding to this, like I told you about my identification, that I uploaded the INEX stuff, though it was registered January 2011, but it was rejected.
Yes, when you called me, I asked if up to 10 years. You said no, that you got it last year.
No, I got it this year, but I've registered it. It was transferred.
Okay, okay. Okay, so like I mentioned, for documents up to 10 years, it's not accepted, especially for ID card. Okay, and for your proof of address, it must not be more than 6 months old. But I would like to know, do you have name slip or a name number?
I have a NIN number, but it doesn't tally with my address because I registered it back then.
It's not a problem. I'll give you a call and then we'll fix that after this webinar.
Okay. So what about the proof of identity, proof of address?
Do you have a bank statement that has your name and address?
I don't have a bank statement, like I said.
You can get it from the bank. You have a bank account, right?
Yes.
So you can download it or you walk into the bank and request for your bank statement. Ensure it is stamped and signed. You can use your utility bill. See, okay, I'm seeing some questions here too. Okay, Mrs. Florence.
What about my utility bill? Won't it be?
You can use it if it has your name and address.
It doesn't have my name and it just have the current address.
It must have your name and address. That is why the most convenient one is bank statements, because it is your bank account. So it will definitely carry your name and address.
Okay. So what do I do concerning that now?
It's not a big deal. You have a bank account. Just walk into the bank. If you can't download, if you are not online compliant, you understand, or if you don't use the mobile app, you can just walk into the bank, request for your bank statement. Just 1 month. It's just a leaflet. You understand? You scan and then
just 1 month.
Just 1 month is okay.
Okay.
Ensure it has your name, your address, and the bank logo. It is very important.
Okay. I will see to that. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, let me attend to this question. What if there is no proof of address, or can we use utility bill? Yes, you can use utility bill. It must have your name and address. So the first question is, what if there is no proof of address? If you don't have a proof of address, you can get a government issued letter to prove your address, or maybe like an affidavit. Okay, but if you want to use that, you don't have to upload it directly. You need to contact us so that we can help you work on it. So, and I believe that we'll be able to help you resolve it. So with that be all on the verification. Okay, Mercy has attended to all of the questions. Thank you so much. I would hand over to Lekon. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that presentation. I want to believe that you can all still hear me. Please just confirm if you can hear me. Okay, good. Thank you so much. So we're gradually getting to the end of this webinar. And before we go, I'd like to know if anybody has any question for Mr. Ifeanyi on the presentation that he made. If you have any question, Madam Florence, please lower your hand. Okay, except you still have a question. Alexo, do you have a question? You're raising your hand.
Yes, boss. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I only wanted to be sure this presentation Mr. Ifeanyi had with us, is it not too tight? The trade the pips for movement, for market movement. I just wanted to confirm, because I'm like, is it feasible to trade like this as in continuously, or it's just like a way to just show us that okay, we can do it this way, you can do it this way? Yeah, because looking at that 1 minute time frame, it's kind of too tight for the market movement. I just wanted to confirm, please.
Okay. It wasn't just a demonstration. It's to tell you that now it's your choice. If you are okay with 1 minute, like if I'm scalping, I prefer 1 minute or 5 minutes. Anything higher than that, for me, I don't regard it as scalping. That's why I said, as you demonstrate whatever time frame, whatever indicator, whatever scalping strategy, then you master what suits your personality. Do you understand? So if you look at that chart, you'll find out that what I showed you, you'll find out that all the kind of formations you can find on 1 hour, on 4 hours, on daily, they are all reflected on that 1 minute time frame. And as a matter of fact, all the price actions reflect on every time frame, whether it's 1 year, 1 month, 3 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 1 minute, they all reflect. So it's now you that will determine what you want. Do you understand? So it wasn't just it's tell you. That's what I like. By the time I opened, I showed you the various levels. Even the trade has closed. It has delivered the profit. Okay, so it's not just a demonstration. It's what can happen now. That signal, somebody on 5 minutes wouldn't get that signal. Do you understand? Before that person will get, the person on 5 minutes will get the signal, I've pocketed 10 pips already. When the person on 5 minutes is getting better, the only thing that happens, everything that has a pro has a con. All right. The con on that is that it will make me to stay glued more than the person that's on a higher time frame. Secondly, it also means that I will have more number of trades to handle within a specific time frame. For example, now, do you know that in 5 minutes I can take 2 trades on the 1 minute time frame? Do you understand? While the person on 5 minutes is still waiting for one opportunity. So it's possible, it's doable, and that's why I just demonstrated. If you notice that, you see that I saw the line. Let me even see if I can still connect that platform again.
Don't worry. I understand everything.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. So it's doable. It's just you decide the platform. Decide the time frame that you're comfortable with. Practice it, demo trade it. When you are comfortable with them, bring it to your live trading, and you find out that it's a walkthrough. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ifeanyi. There's a question in the chat box.
How can someone be very sure of where the market is running to? I mentioned identifying the trend. Start from now, daily time frame, know the big picture for the day. Because it's scalping, and scalping is for lower time frame. So the highest time frame you want to use for that day is the daily time frame. Know the daily time frame, and in the daily time frame, you want to compare the day before versus the day before that day. For example, today is Friday. I want to compare Thursday versus Wednesday to know what direction the market is going. So that allows me to know the trend for the day. And then I will now look at, depending on the time of the day I am even coming to the market. If I'm going to the market in the middle of the day, I want to know what the market has done so far. Is it still a continuation of what has happened the previous day, or are there changes? Just like when I was showing you, I told you that something is happening on 4 hours. We don't know what it is yet. So by the time you check all this from daily to 4 hours, then you have an idea of the direction it's going. Of course, there are also indicators to use to just have confirmation, like moving average, ADX, and all that. Okay, so you just know the direction is going. Those are the things that can help you know the direction is going. So now, when you now know that, it's also very important to pick trades in that direction. So how do you know? You just check your time frame, begin with your time frame before you now consult trend technical indicators. I hope that solves it. Now, we didn't go into deeper details with this, because there are other tools I could have brought in, like what is it called, Fibonacci retracements, and a whole lot of others. That's why I said this is an entire course that you won't use even a whole day or 1 week to finish. So that's why I said we'll put it. I'll first of all put it together in a book format so that it will be in the members area that you can actually study it. Then over time we can reproduce it into a comprehensive video tutorial that you can access. Thank you. I hope I cleared your question rather.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ifeanyi. Any other question from anyone? All right. Thank you so much.